DiSeQ motors can be used under DiSeQ 1.2 or USEL's protocols. To give you an example of how USEL's works, we'll be using a Stab motor from Italy. There are of course also other manufacturers with quality motors. Stab offers 3 different models, the HH90, HH100 and HH120. The number after the double H stands for the maximum antenna size. After just a couple of minutes the motor is installed. Make sure that the pole is plumb. An offset of 1 degree already prohibits reception of a Far Eastern or Western satellite. When the motor is on the pole, the antenna is mounted onto the short extension on the motor. Make sure that the antenna brackets are properly aligned to the marking. Now it is already time for 2 important adjustments concerning motor and antenna. First of all, we have to know our geographic position. For Munich it is 48.3 degrees latitude and 11.8 degrees longitude east. Right on the inclination settings of the motor we set our own latitude. For Munich this would be around 48.1 degrees. Now we go on to the elevation setting. Some math is needed for that. The formula is elevation equals P minus parentheses 60 minus latitude. The manufacturer usually provides elevation settings for aiming at the southern horizon for your antenna depending on your location. For Munich this would be 34.5 degrees. Now we have the integer P. Then we use the formula and subtract 48.1 for Munich's latitude from the constant 60 and get as result 11.9. When we subtract this from our previously calculated 34.5 degrees, we finally get the elevation of 22.6 degrees. And now we can set the elevation scale of our antenna. That's it for the first step. We take an approximately 1.5 meter long coaxial cable and connect the LMB with the F connector on the motor labeled LMB. The coax cable from the receiver will go to the connector labeled receiver on the motor. Our set-top box needs to know where it is being used. Therefore, we go to the USEL's or DiSeQ installation menu and type in the correct latitude and longitude settings. Thus, for Munich, this would be 48.3 degrees north and 11.8 degrees east. A satellite located due south from the antenna would be helpful. In Munich, we will use Hotbird at 13 degrees east. It is located at an offset of only 1.2 degrees from our own position. We can see the exact markings on the motor scale. Once this is done, we program the setting on the receiver as Hotbird position. Now we will have to aim the entire antenna motor unit mechanically at Hotbird. A satellite field meter can help, or you can use any receiver displaying signal strength if the receiver and monitor can be seen from the antenna. Carefully loosen the antenna brackets and adjust the motor on the pole and shift the entire unit slowly towards south. We did not forget to select an active transponder on Hotbird before starting this procedure, of course. If there is a signal, the entire unit is peaked for maximum signal. Now fasten the brackets alternately and until they are tight. If the pole is plumb and all adjustments have been done correctly, our motor will now find all satellites within its range. Have fun!